Hello, welcome to the knockout stages of the Dominion World Cup. We have Canada A versus USA A as well. Let me just scroll up in the log to see what happened here. Kaplane for Canada, Transmogrify Hermit opening against Transmogrify Hermit opening for Lemonspawn representing USA A. The current standing situation is USA 1.5, Canada half. Canada obviously would like to win this or at least get half a point to stay afloat in this knockout stage. So Kaplane gained a Madman on turn 3. Let's see. Lemonspawn buys another Hermit, puts on the Transmogrify. And back to Kaplane, putting down their Transmogrify and picking up a second as well. Alright, so they will call Lemonspawn, calls their Transmogrify to trash an estate on 2 and 4. What do you gain with that silver? I don't really know what you gain with that. Okay, I assume they want to play the Hermit and gain a Madman here. Madman is generally a good card to get. Never mind you give up your buy on the Hermit play. Don't worry about that. Madman makes up for it when it shows up. So they do take the silver, which is interesting. Hermit trashes an estate. Probably buys nothing. You could buy Raid as well. That would still get you the Madman. No, they opted for no Madman and upgrade instead. Okay. So trash gains are smugglers. Kaplane will smuggle that upgrade, obviously. Probably buys one more. Yup. Looking good for them. Here, Lemonspawn trashes their last estate. No more estates for them. Gains are smugglers themselves. Turns in for a Madman. So one shuffle later, the Madman is for Lemonspawn, but we'll see how that works out. I would have preferred the Madman earlier, but I kind of am blind for Madman. Just see it, buy it, snap gain Madman, that kind of thing. Maybe there are instances, well, there probably are instances where you don't snap gain the Madman. Okay. So Hermit gains a silver and then trashes itself for another Madman for Kaplane, which is interesting. It says they don't want that Hermit anymore, and I think they only had the one. So there will be no more gains of 3-cost things for them. Or did they have the 2? Somebody had 2 from the beginning. I'm not sure who it was. Okay. Lemonspawn draws into a silver. Hermit gains Hermit and a Madman for Lemonspawn. And interestingly enough, Lemonspawn is the mod for my league this season. Alright, so Transmogrify turns the last estate into a silver. Probably would like to have bought a 5-cost here, but they drew into the smugglers instead, which isn't good on this turn. The only thing they can gain, Kaplane can gain, is a Hermit, because no buy happened on the last one. Opts to not play it and just buy a Transmogrify instead. So here's one Madman for Lemonspawn. Okay, they were the ones with 2 Hermits. Alright. Okay. So Kaplane has said, I don't want any more Hermits. I don't want to gain any more 3-cost things. I have all the 3-cost things I want. Namely, as smugglers. And if I want something, my Transmogrify can probably get it for me. Both players have 2 Transmogrifies at this point. So here, Lemonspawn is probably thinking whether or not they should trigger the second Madman. Obviously here they can play 1 or 2 cards out of hand and still draw the deck. For instance, they can play their Hermit, gain a silver, and draw back that silver this turn, I think. I haven't counted the cards properly, but it seems like they can do that, and that is what happens. So the second Madman goes off, drawing that newly gained silver into hand. Smugglers can come out now to gain a Transmogrify, which I was wrong. The Transmogrify split is 3-1 in Kaplane's favor. Okay, that is a powerful tool in the end game particularly. It has uses in the middle and the beginning too, but in the end game, it does keep you on edge. So I imagine Lemonspawn does want the Transmogrify. Yeah, so the smugglers will gain a Transmogrify, right? They didn't buy anything else, so it has to be Transmogrify, I think. Upgrade will draw it and trash it for a second upgrade. Okay. And the single Transmogrify goes on the mat. Here's another Hermit. For Lemonspawn, do they take another double Madman turn? Or do they buy something? They cannot buy Grand Market yet with just the 2 silver. And there's not much else you want on the board? Okay, they took a third upgrade even, which is good too. Okay, this is a bit bad because the upgrade will cut Madman's draw a bit. Still choosing to play it. Kaplane also upgrades one of their Transmogrifiers into another upgrade and buys a 4th upgrade even. Very aggressive on the upgrades here. Probably looking to get Grand Market via upgrading 5 costs is what I would guess if I saw this play. Alright, so here's a short turn for Lemonspawn. Probably will turn in for a Madman here. Gains more silver, gains the Madman, yeah? Okay. Kaplane, I think. Oh, they call a Transmogrify to trash another Transmogrify. 5th upgrade for Kaplane, if I've counted correctly. That is a 5th upgrade. Very heavy on the upgrade pile. It has come at the cost of the Transmogrify split, though. So each player now has the 1 Transmogrify. Okay, and we see the upgrade converting an upgrade into a Grand Market here. Smugglers are out and about, so those Grand Markets can leave the pile quite quickly. Rebuys a Hermit here. That's probably for Madman. I don't think they want a 3-cost thing. Okay, Transmogrify will trash an upgrade to gain a Grand Market for Lemonspawn, and the smugglers will be able to gain another one. I assume they trash our silver here into our Transmogrify. We are fast approaching our 3 pile on Hermit, Upgrade, and Transmogrify. This Grand Market pile, I don't know if it'll get time to empty, but Lemonspawn does get 3 Grand Markets on this turn, so they have to be happy about that. Oof, and this is a weak turn for Kaplane, just trashing a couple coppers here. And behind on that critical Grand Market split. They are ahead on the upgrade split though, so maybe in the next turn or 2 they will be able to equalize on the Grand Markets. We'll see. The 3 pile is definitely a consideration in a turn or 2 here. Lemonspawn just replies to what I assume is a good luck. Yeah. And have fun. 10 turns in. After he's seen most of his hands. Yeah, good luck to you. No, I'm joking. Sometimes you just watch the board, you don't watch the chat. You know, the focus is elsewhere. Yep. Here's our Transmogrify for Kaplane. Alright, so this is another... Well, this is not a bad turn for Lemonspawn. It's short, but they still are able to pick up a Grand Market. Kaplane probably upgrades and upgrade into a Grand Market here, if I had to guess, and then smuggles a Grand Market. So somehow here, Lemonspawn seems to be ahead on the grand market split. I wasn't paying close attention. I don't know how that happened. It seemed like everything was going well for kaplane with those 5 upgrades against 2, but somehow the grand market split eludes them. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. What there's an alternative here where you trash the hermit to pick up a transmogrify, or you trash the silver. This is a difficult turn for kaplane because they want to play both the hermit and the smugglers, but they can't. So now they have to choose which of them they want more. Okay, yeah, the upgrade does get trashed. Alright, and they want the madman more than they want another grand market. Alright. No problem. Let's see how that madman works out. Hermit gains hermit. And there's the madman. Alright, and the madman shows up immediately. Okay. Now, let's see where this puts us with the grand market split. Lemonspawn here will get 2 more. I think that guarantees them the split at least 6-4. That being said, I expect kaplane to be able to take the last 2 here if they want. You gotta be careful. Yeah, Lemonspawn is not taking the second grand market, opting for province instead, because the piles are so thin. Plus, kaplane has the lurking madman. Might be able to have a huge turn. How many transmogrifiers on the mat for kaplane? 1 and none for Lemonspawn. Okay. So the first decision here is whether or not you play the madman for kaplane, right? In terms of starting the turn, in terms of what you want to accomplish on this turn, I think given that Lemonspawn scored, you may also want to score. I'm not sure how easy it is for Lemonspawn to end the game though. You need some combination of hermit, upgrade, grand market, and transmogrify to do so. So the upgrades will gain. So they can gain transmogrifies or grand markets. Sometimes even upgrade if they're able to trash a transmogrify. So it's not entirely clear to kaplane what Lemonspawn is capable of. I'm not sure how many upgrades they have. They might have 2 or 3, plus a smuggler's gain, plus some buys from the grand market. Hermit is a relatively cheap pile. Yeah, the big question is whether they store that madman or not. I feel like you play the grand market and then reassess your hand after that, whether or not you want to play or have to play the madman. It seems like points is important here for kaplane though. It's tricky business, very tricky business. Understandably taking a lot of time here to figure out what the play is, what order to organize their cards in, what they want to accomplish this turn. Alright, so they do call a transmogrify to convert a hermit into a hermit. So they have lowered a pile and played the madman. Now, this suggests they have calculated a win to me, gaining an upgrade as well. Okay. Will you trash a silver here to gain a transmogrify? You don't have to. There are 2 more upgrades that can catch those silvers. I assume they want to smuggle the grand market and pick it back up and play it. Or maybe they want to play the hermit, gain a hermit, pick up back the hermit. That 6 points from Lemonspawn was critical, huh? If it was 0-0 still, it was a lot easier to think about a way to win here. This pause here has me a bit nervous because it suggests that there's something kaplane didn't account for in their calculation, or they are recalculating at this point, which means they didn't calculate the line all the way until the end. Or maybe the order of cards that were drawn was bad, not ideal for them. So in the discard is an upgrade, right? I think one of the things they're thinking about is if I put a stop card like Hermit, the trash copper instead. Okay. So this one will be what? Transmogrify? Trash silver into transmogrify? Or is it something else? No, just trash is copper. Have they bailed out of the pile out? Raid. Not a province, but a raid instead. To gain the madman, not really to gain the silvers. But Lemonspawn is probably licking their lips here. Looking for a win. Obviously. Can they do it though? Do they have enough gains? They just need to empty the piles because they have the points lead. This madman will help, obviously. Triple Grand Market. Upgrade draws the province. That, funny, yeah? The province put him in a good position to not lose on the next turn, but here they would have appreciated seeing more Grand Markets or a Hermit or Smugglers or something of the sort, not the province. That's the trade-off of the province, right? Okay, so they turn our silver into a transmogrify. Still have enough for the win. Okay, so never mind. The province draw that didn't end up hurting them at the end. So that is game 1 to Lemonspawn to USA A team. Yeah, the last play there from kaplane seemed a bit dubious, and the pause in between too seemed to confirm that there was some doubt or miscalculation at some point, but that is okay. That happens. It was a difficult position to be in, you know, and your calculations have to be spot on, not only for your deck but for your opponent's deck. It is tricky. Alright, we had Big Kingdom happening. I didn't do it last game. Let's do it this game. Alright, so here's the Big Kingdom. Here's the Big Kingdom for your viewing pleasure. Let's go back to Small Kingdom, join the players on the board. Lemonspawn's first player here. Let's see what they opt for. Let's see what they opt for. There are a few ideas here. Okay, Skulk is the play for Lemonspawn and Pixie. Kaplane with Pixie and Skulk themselves. Okay. We have Goat to help with the trashing. That will help move the game along. So Lemonspawn thinking about whether or not to trash Copper or Estate. Does that mean they want to buy a recruiter? They do. Okay, so they trash the copper, keep the estate for the recruiter. Useless Pixie there. Only good for making me click things, and a recruiter for kaplane as well. That is a good Pixie. Let's see if Lemonspawn will take it. I would take it, yeah. Go for haunting. A little annoying, but I think you could play around haunting. Yeah, these boons and hexes will just increase the variability of the game as well. Alright, so this is a nice hex for kaplane, bad one for Lemonspawn, but that hand they could play around that hex. Poverty, aka militia. So Lemonspawn with the wild hunt is looking to put the Lost Arts token on the wild hunt, I'd expect. Oh, trashes the Skulk and picks up another. Alright. Yeah, the gold is important for buying the Lost Arts. Skulk trashes another Skulk. Kaplane's struggling here. They cannot forego the wild hunt split, you see, because there's just too much points on that. Struggling to hit 5 is what I mean. They're not struggling in general, but they're not hitting 5. So Lemonspawn has 4 villagers intact. I wonder if they still get the Lost Arts here or not. No, they get a second recruiter. Yeah, it's not critical to get the Lost Arts at that point. Wow, so many pixies making me click. Should call them clicksies. Thinking about this double silver, but chooses not to get it. Yeah, wild hunt for kaplane. Okay. Okay, so kaplane on the board with the wild hunt. Lemonspawn with the 2 recruiters trashing 2 estates. Deck under control, but no plus buy. That will force them to spend a turn getting a buy, though. There's no Pixie either to wait for a buy. No develop, no camel train, no gain of any sort. With a deck this thin, I imagine that is something they could make good use of. Yeah, what do they get here? Draw is not their problem, right? Yeah, the Skulk for a plus buy more than for the gold, really. Okay, so this Pixie comes with money and could be an action. I still don't know if you trash it, though. That's not that good. Yeah, you trash it, that's fine. You take the wisps, obviously. Oh, this is great. That is a brilliant boon to get for kaplane. Discard 2 treasures, gain 2 forecasts. I'll have Skulk and develop. Thank you very much. And can even draw back into those cards with the other Pixie. Alright, Pixie putting in some serious work here. Alright, develop will trash the Skulk to gain another wild hunt and a develop. Trashing a gold for the villagers as well as kaplane. So they have 2 wild hunts now, and they still have the plus buy, and they have some gain. Their deck is a little copper heavy, more copper heavy than Lemonspawn, but I don't think that is a critical difference at this stage. Kaplane has requested an undo. Yes, sir. Or yes, to ever. Okay, Skulk. Why Skulk first? What was the difference between playing the Skulk? Or maybe they just don't want to play the develop. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Especially if that is their last Skulk, their last plus buy. Skulk and Pixie for kaplane. Okay. Alright. Lemonspawn's full deck is on display. They could think about trashing the goat now, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Alright, gains are cursed to the hand. That at this stage of the game is not very impactful. Alright, so Lemonspawn could have, what, 9 or 10 or something here. Probably wants 10 and 2 buys. They probably want even more buys than that. Maybe they do get a Skulk here with a 5 cost. right? Pixies are good cards to get. You know what else are good cards to get for the end game? Black cats. Does this trigger on gain? Yeah, so that'll trigger when the Wild Hunt gains an estate mid-turn. Whew. So here we see an interesting choice, right? The Recruiter in play on the Kingdom actually made both players skip out on lost arts, and yeah, reasonably so. I think they have ample amounts of villagers, so they should. That was a good decision in the end there. Pixie, obviously, that trashes itself. Worst case scenario, you buy back the Pixie. Alright, develop will trash a Skulk. This is for Wild Hunt and something, right? Has to be for Wild Hunt. Maybe Kaplane is thinking about picking up. Picking up the points from the Wild Hunt is what I meant to say. They gain a camel train, so they have lots of gain now. Recruiter trashes what though? I imagine they want villagers, but not trashing the goat. Not trashing the Skulk. Maybe they trash the gold then? That might be the way. No, the Skulk goes down. Okay. Wisp draws a card actually. Yeah, I feel like Kaplane will take the points here. Yeah, they do take the points. So a nice 7-point lead for Kaplane in the middle here. And they could use develop to clean up a little bit. This camel train probably exiles a Wild Hunt and then buys a Wild Hunt or something. I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. Obviously, if you exile an action, you want to buy the action immediately to get it off the mat. So they exile a Skulk and buy Wild Hunt and Skulk back. Okay. Okay. So they'll get 2 gold from that, right? As well as 2 Skulk. Okay. Piles are thin, but Lemonspawn doesn't really have gain. They just have the 2+ buy. And they have a points deficit. So at this stage, Kaplane looks to be in the driver's seat. That string up Pixies in the middle game, huh? Alright, so yeah, just gaining some points. They're really for the Recruiter to trash it to gain villagers. They are low on villagers. Maybe they consider low starts here, no? I don't think they want to get rid of their gold for villagers. Develop. Maybe they will get rid of the gold. Because they are down on the Wild Hunt, split bad. Yeah, low starts on Wild Hunt, but that seems a little too late now. It's interesting how the player with the 2 recruiters ended up buying the lost arts anyway. And has less villagers than the player with the 1 recruiter. Okay, they just gained a 2nd recruiter, right? But from the game before this, they only had the 1 recruiter. Alright, so this estate will get trashed at some point for villagers. Yeah, this is tough now for Kaplane. They probably trash our gold so they could play all their terminals. I don't know how important it is that they play all their terminals. Because Lemonspawn only has the 2 Wild Hunt, so they can only get so many points. Oh, that's a dirty one. Why'd you give Lemonspawn such a big dirty one? All your gold are copper now. No, because you see, that was one big advantage Lemonspawn had over Kaplane. They had a lot of gold that they could see every turn and make good use of it. Not anymore. Well, not for this turn anyway. That makes this turn very difficult for them. They have no money. Or they have a lot less money. 1/3 of the money they had last turn. Alright, lost arts. Okay. So eventually the players do go back for the lost arts. Token on the wild hunt. Yeah, that Pixie is not helpful in Lemonspawn's thin deck. So probably we'll keep it for the for later use. Oh, a black cat for kaplane. Very good. Very good. Excellent card in the end, of course. Alright, Recruiter will trash a gold to gain lots of villagers. That's probably the last time that Recruiter trashes a gold. I mean, I thought they would consider trashing the Recruiter with the Recruiter there. Gains an estate, reacts with the black cat. I will have 2 cards and you can have this curse. poor Lemonspawn. No money. Okay, Skulk and develop trashes the Skulk, gains a camel train, gains a wild hunt. Okay. And what do they buy on 3? A Pixie. Okay. Poor Lemonspawn. That is sad for them, really. Alright, here come the wild hunts from kaplane. Are there developed tricks to end the game? If they could have developed the Blessed Village, maybe there was a way. Trashes Skulk to gain a wild hunt and a camel train. Maybe there is still a way. Hang on. Okay, wild hunt to draw. Wild hunt to draw some more. I don't think they have any more buy, do they? So they have to trash like silver or something here for actions if they want the turn to continue. They trash the gold instead. Yeah, okay. Develop into Skulk. There's 1 pile. And Pixie, right? Yeah. Pixies are thin. And the win is in hand now. I see it. Camel Train exiles. Wild Hunt, Skulk, double buys to finish the game. And just in case you weren't completely clear on how to end the game, you get some extra money and an extra buy from the Pixie. Okay. Okay. So, game 2 goes to Canada. So the score is tied up at 1-1 now. kaplane will have first player in this 3rd game. This is a nice graphic to look at here. Look, Lemonspawn's deck is thinner, cleaner, but came out on the wrong end of that game. What is this? 200%, 400% Pixie? Wait! Why? As if the game doesn't have enough randomness as is. "200% mission, barracks." Barracks? Really? Why do you want that to appear? That's not an attractive card. Counterfeit with Stampede, Priest, Save, Rats. Way of the Horse, Silk Merchants. What don't you want? Stockpile. Why? Why? Who has a problem with stockpile? Guru, Magpie, Ambassador. Okay, that's, I understand. Okay, anyways. Board, Kingdom. Stop watching people's preferences. Here's the Kingdom. We already have our first play from kaplane, which is Masquerade. The board looks very, very classical, very Lemon, give the Canadians a chance, please. Open in with Wharf off the rip like that? Please. Not like this. Anyways, kaplane at least gets a Wharf on turn 3. And Lemonspawn doesn't have a Masquerade or any form of trashing, so they get some form of trashing now, which is called a Catapult. Estates get passed across 5. Could be Wharf, but then your deck is Wharf Masquerade. I don't think you want that. I think you want a village. There's only one pile of villages. That will be important. They do take the Wharf. Yeah, that's fine too. I could understand it. You know, you play the Wharf instead of the Masquerade. You don't really care to get super thin here because Wharf is an incredible card. Wharf is an incredible card. So Catapult attacks, buys a mining village for Lemonspawn. Ooh, that is a great draw for kaplane. Not seeing any of their terminals and getting the Wharf in play. Yeah, village experiment. That looks real good. They have to discard here though, so the shuffle looks less attractive now, but I assume this Wharf takes precedence. Is that how to say that? Takes priority over, yeah, the Masquerade and draws back the Masquerade. Did you miss me? Just 2 experiments? Come now, man. Not like that. At least let the kaplane buy a village, game. Jeez. Alright, gets a Catapult of their own. That's fine. Here comes Catapult again from Lemonspawn. They found this Catapult, 3 turns in a row now? Is that right? Didn't force kaplane to discard there though. Yeah, this is a sad shuffle now because those experiments drew dead. I think you get a Wharf here. No? Okay, village and experiment, fine. That is fine as well. Alright, bad draw of the Masquerade for Lemonspawn, but passes an estate across. Gets a second Wharf. Alright, so the decks look roughly identical now. Oof. kaplane. Oof. Why? Forcing them to discard first before bringing across the Masquerade. Yeah, that's the correct play. What Lemonspawn was. Well, I guess the hand was only mining villages, so they didn't have to make any uncomfortable decisions, though. Alright, let's see Lemonspawn's turn here. Do they see the second Wharf? No. But I don't think kaplane has a village in here. 5 for Lemon. Buy Wharf, right? Just go after the Wharfs. 1 village technically could support 4 Wharfs. If you keep seeing Wharf all the time, you know? I say technically because the deck isn't thin enough for that to be actually true yet. What if the deck was thin enough? Come on, don't be cruel. Okay, cool. That's reasonable. There are more villages in the back. The worst part is that there might not be a Wharf in the back. I'm not sure. Somebody who has the 3rd Wharf. We haven't been paying attention. Okay. Take the Wharf. Take it. Take it and go. Take it and go. Let's see. They might be thinking about double experiment. No, just the village. Okay, so the kaplane does have the Wharf up. Great. Hopefully these Wharfs could start to stick now for them. This is uncomfortable. Discard into Mask Pass. Yeah, has to keep the copper. Obviously aware of the trick because they also did that to Lemonspawn. So now Lemonspawn has quite a thin deck, huh? Quite the thin deck. So they might consider adding a relic here, yeah. Some extra money, an attack. Okay, this is a beautiful turn for kaplane. They, missed the Masquerade and the Catapult, but I still think that's fine. Wharf, take it down. You need it to counter that relic and the Catapult attack, yeah. Alright, so these catapults will be coming in every turn now. From Lemonspawn, so kaplane just has to stay aware of that. Catapult will force you to discard. Masquerade will take a card from your hand, and Relic will make you draw one less card. Lots of attacks. Here, Masquerade kinda counts as an attack because it often will force you to discard a good card to keep junk in your hand. Alright, so let's see what Lemonspawn's play is now. Probably gold, right? Probably gold. Yeah, Inventor is the other option there. And a better option, I think, than gold. Don't listen to me. I don't know how to play this game. Yeah, the second wolf. Look, you see, even with that relic attack plus the catapult attack, watch what Wolf drew the deck still. What are your attacks? Nothing. Am I a joke to you? Yes. That's why Wolf is so good. Alright, 8. The players. Yeah, Mining Village Inventor. Alright, discard first, then Masquerade a card across after. Yeah. Masquerade across, and then pick up an Inventor. Pick up a card with the Inventor, sorry. Probably a village or something, and then buy in another Inventor. They could get one more village here, which would give them parity on the split. That is something they should consider doing, because if not, kaplane probably will gobble up those villages. Yeah, an experiment. You could just keep it around in your deck in case you need it. So 2 piles are thin, but not really a third pile. You do also have to keep in mind that the mining villages can convert themselves into money at some point during the game, right? Just be aware that your opponent can't do that. They might look like they have no money, but then out of nowhere, plus 10. Haha. Do you like my money now? Alright, so discard is going to hurt Lemonspawn a lot here. Into Masquerade, Pasquerade. Passing the estate, I assume. Yeah, receiving a silver. Inventor probably gains village. Oh, a village will be bought here. It might gain Inventor, buy village, and something else. Village could be wharf. Could be gold. It could be another Inventor. Can they support that many Inventors? I'm not sure. They could consider a potion as well. I'm not really sure. The villages split evenly, so you know both players have that at least. So here are the experiments. 2 experiments. And a copper. Interesting. I wonder what the copper is for. I wonder if you'll see a potion from kaplane. I wonder. Anyways, let's see what Lemonspawn is up to here. They have to pass that silver across, which was certainly not what they wanted to do. There's no way to top deck a card here either, so you just have to hope you get lucky. Top deck some junk to pass to your opponent. I will take a 3-minute break. Can't focus because doggo. What is the doggo doing? I don't know. I mean, if you wanted time, Lemonspawn, and you feel bad about holding up the game, you could just resign the game, you know. You could just click X. In the top right corner, there's a button. I don't know if you know. There's a button that appears here. You could click it and then click yes and give the point to Canada. No, obviously joking here. Lemonspawn does need to think because they are in the back here. Less draw, less material as well, less resources. One less inventor. They have the same number of mining villages though. The relic, as it turns out, didn't do a lot for them because kaplane just drew through it on the very next turn and said, "Ha, nice attack. What a nice attack you have there." Alright, so let's think about some lines for Lemonspawn playing from the back here. For kaplane, if they could play 3 inventors, I think they should. Every turn. If it's possible. I don't know if they have the villages for that. I don't think they necessarily need more wharves. But it obviously doesn't hurt the consistency. Vineyards take some time to buy out though. And I don't know if it'll ever be worth more than a province. You know? Could think about handing off curses to your opponent with the catapult, but that doesn't seem good with Masquerade around. Okay. Lemonspawn is back after securing the dog. Catapult first, inventor for silver. Yeah, passes the estate across, doesn't trash anything. 7. They have some terminal space. They have some terminal space. 2 terminals to be specific. Those can be inventors. Those can be wharves. 1 wharf, 1 inventor, perhaps. They don't need the draw now, though. You know, like they are also playing through a catapult attack very easily. So I'm curious to see what happens. I feel like this is at least 1 inventor. But I don't know what else they get. They get experiments and inventors. Okay. That's reasonable. That's a nice way to go here. Does it open up a pilot? Probably not. I don't think you could play that many inventors. Yeah, the chat is saying that if the native villagers converted themselves into silver, it might have been possible to end the game here with the extra money. I'm not entirely sure. That's one of the things you have to calculate probably all the way to the end or close enough to the end where you realize, look, I just have enough inventors or enough money to buy the last 2 or 3 cards. They have 2 inventors, but I don't know how many more they can play. They could play probably 1 more instead of the catapult. And I think they have the draw. Maybe it was possible. Maybe kaplane is thinking now about changing the mining village over into money. They should have the draw though with the experiments. Okay, no, so holding on to this mining village. Okay. I assume if you hold on to 2, you hold on to 5? Maybe not. Maybe you could still even do it from this position. You don't need that much money if you play many inventors, right? Just need the buys. They have 5 buys and 2 gains. Okay, yeah, so they are holding on to the mining villages here. Alright, so Masquerade before catapult signals They intend to play an inventor in place of the catapult. Will they pass the copper or the estate? They keep the estate to hold the points lead. Okay. Doesn't trash that copper either. Oh, so that mining village changes hands. Okay. Wait, is this it? Is this the win? Oh, it is. Wow, well done. Well calculated there, kaplane. Well calculated. Alright, 2-1 to Canada. That was well played at the end there. Very well played. Again, note more coppers in deck, but ended up on the right side of the result there. I say the right side. Ended up winning is what I should say. That's not win. Doesn't mean winning is right. All right, Big Kingdom. Way of the Mouse is Border Guard. Friendly mouse. What a friendly mouse. What a friendly mouse. Any of your actions can become border guards is what that says. Which is useful. Especially here with this mountebank card. Passing out junk. Why would you play like that, mountebank? Why? Yeah, this one is interesting. There's potential to build something action heavy, but you do have to fight the mountebank to get there. You can do it. Okay, let's think. Okay, anyways, let's comment it. Sacrifice and sacrifice. Night's Watchman. Night Watchman, not Night's Watchman. I assume this guarantees 5 is why they made this play. Probably kaplane does the same thing. Night Watchman is good here. You expect to have junk. You want to be able to sift through that as often as possible. Okay, the same play. And yeah, okay, Lemonspawn did calculate sacrifice plus Night Watchman gets you 5 into the shuffle very quickly. Yeah, mountebank for both players. Alright, so now we have some different hands. Right, so far everything was identical. Here, kaplane has 1 less copper in their hand. So this sacrifice becomes a border guard for Lemonspawn instead of trashing. Picks up a silver. Okay. Kaplane instead chooses to trash and just pass the 2. Alright, so mountebank comes out for Lemonspawn. They probably don't want to play this Night's Watchman unless they buy a mountebank and then they can play it. Oh, they apprentice. Okay, so they're starting to fight the curses already. This is reasonable with the Night's Watchman. You could have a good idea that it'll line up with an estate. And a second sacrifice for kaplane. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else you buy on 4 there. You could think about mission. But I don't know. Really don't know. So, okay, they keep the sacrifice on the mountebank because this isn't actually terminal collision because of the mouse. Alright, Lemonspawn I think has the better end of the draw so far. Trashing an estate, but the sacrifice becomes a mouse. Does find the Night Watchman though. On 5 again here. Storyteller is the play? No? Or second apprentice. 'Cause What is the play from? This is an interesting decision. They have shown intent to build. It's a question of how much trashing they want. Lab. So, okay, they went for draw and they chose lab over storyteller or even paddock. What does that say? I don't really know what that says. Maybe it says they rather the consistent 2 cards from the lab rather than the sometime-ish 3 cards from the storyteller. Alright, Mountebank for kaplane gets a silver. Mountebank for Lemonspawn gets another 5 hand. Gets another lab with it. Yeah, 4 for kaplane is going to be a mission. Yeah, finds the Mountebank. Had to discard everything there to guarantee find the Mountebank. Drop that junk in Lemonspawn's deck. So they're 2 for 2 on the Mountebank war. Here's our mission for Lemonspawn. Night Watchman will give them a good hand here. They probably see that Mountebank. Ooh, this is interesting. They can get the ghost now. I think they want the ghost. Ghost seems very good at this stage in the game. Yeah, this is looking bleak for kaplane. I think just the shuffles did this. I don't think they did anything particularly strange. Silver. It's just the silvers. They even opened identically to Lemonspawn and had the first couple of turns be the same, but this is how it goes sometimes. Alright, so Apprentice trashes another estate for Lemonspawn. They have 4, and they could think about mission, but they don't want to waste their whole ghost turn on, not being able to buy a card, right? Ghost reveals Mountebank. That is unpleasant for kaplane to deal with. Yeah, taking the points off the trashed estate by another Night's Watchman to try to block some of the curses. And actually, wow, what a play. Look at that turn 9. Thins the deck and manages to top deck at least one curse. Gets the other curse to double block Mountebank here. And not only do they double block Mountebank, they get to 5. Maybe for the first time this game. Well, that's not true. They bought the Mountebank on the first shuffle, but after that, that was a guaranteed 5, you know, not RNG 5. So yeah, okay. Double hit, double miss. That's critical for kaplane. They're already behind. That would have probably been the last nail in the coffin there. Lemonspawn can still have some bad turns here and there. Their deck is, you know, full of copper and some creases as well. Never mind. Everything changed. Cemetery will fix that in a heartbeat. Alright, cool. So Lemonspawn, I think, here is decisively ahead. Oh, look at that. The deck is super thin. What am I saying? Decisively ahead here. Apprentice can even trash that cemetery. Yeah. Plus the Mountebank doesn't even land. Opting for paddock is kaplane. Yeah, sees the ghost again. This ghost will be the end of kaplane, to be honest. Yeah, ghost sacrifice is probably the worst target in Lemonspawn's deck, but still double border guard, which is great. Not great, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Finds a copper, trashes a copper. Great. That worked out. Could set them up for another cemetery play here. It probably doesn't want to. They could go for the cemetery here actually. Top decks are cursed there to block future mountebanks from kaplane. So now, do they get a ranger because they want plus buy? But you're not playing the ranger ahead of the mountebank is the issue. So maybe you get a few more pieces of treasure and draw and then buy provinces to it. Okay, it goes for another cemetery. That was reasonable too. Just to clean up. Cleans what? 2 copper, a curse, and a silver. Wow, we are already at that point where we can trash silver. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a wrong decision either. And they keep top decking this curse, so Kaplane's mountebank will never land. Yeah, this just feels bad to play from the opposite end. Feels great to play from your end, because you're doing all the fun things, all the exciting things. You know, you have all the flexibility, all the time in the world to do whatever you want. Because your opponent is just that far behind. So they trash the silver, but they need some money somewhere, somehow. Maybe they want the curses to empty. So then they can start buying paddocks, and that is a reliable source of money. In that, okay, every paddock play at that point gets you $2. You could buy a province, and it's like province plus 2 horses, which you never suffer for draw in that case. And that's a single paddock. Imagine you probably have 2 or 3 of them. So goes for the lab as a mouse here. Keeps the mountebank. But draws everything anyway. They could just top deck whatever card they want to have the ghost hit here, which is the lab. Will have a great turn next turn. Kaplane able to block here. If they wanted the paddock plan, they could have top decked the mountebank as well and have the ghost go in twice. I don't know if that's really any different from going once this turn, once the next turn though. And they do get the paddock, okay. So they will be able to play that paddock. Mission into mountebank, perhaps? No, opts to use the mountebank as a mouse instead, once the paddock draw. That's not something you see very often, foregoing the mountebank play with curses still in the deck. But I understand. Lemonspawn's deck is 10 cards big here. 50-50 chance that the curse is in hand, I'd say. Yeah. Lemon has it under lock here. You don't get the horn or the lantern from that mouse, right? Oh, you do? What? That's crazy. So mountebank gets blocked actually. So still 4 curses. The paddocks are not quite giving you actions yet. Still some ways away from that. This is not a province. But what is this if it's not a province though? Is it our gold? It's probably the best way you could put money in the deck right now. Draw is not the issue. Trashing is not the issue. The only thing you... Oh! They take the ranger. Oh, I see what they're doing. They want to sacrifice horses for the actions. Alright, alright. I wouldn't be surprised to see the apprentice trash the horse here. This is a kind of an uncomfortable hand. No, okay, just playing the horse, and they find the sacrifice anyway. Okay, but what two terminals do you choose now? Mountebank? Yeah, okay. Picks up a paddock with the mouse, lab mouse in the lab. How many mice have been in labs? I don't know, seems like many. Alright, paddock. We'll gain the horses. Secret passage will probably top deck our horse. Lemon can just get rid of this curse too. They don't have to though, it's not bothering them at all. No, it doesn't cause them to stall or anything like that. Okay, yeah, so they get rid of their purple shield. Kaplane still continuing to block here. Keeping those paddocks quiet. But soon the paddocks will be free. Soon the paddocks will be free. Takes on mission. That is an ugly hand, but they could also sacrifice a horse if they want. Play paddock mountebank. Now that they've seen Lemonspawn trash that curse there. So, okay, not trashing the horse. Paddock as border guard. And then more border guard action of the horses. More border guard action. What is happening? Sacrifice the haunted mirror. Discard the mountebank for the ghost. Yeah, okay. Probably not playing that night watchman. Right? Probably not playing the night watchman. Yeah, too many good cards misses the shuffle there. Oh, look at this. You don't even have to play the horse as a horse. You could play the horse as a mouse. Mouse horse. Horse mouse. So I wonder what hold on. So if you play the horse as a mouse and you take the horn, does the horse go back on top of the deck? What does this thing say? Let's learn something. No, it doesn't work actually. When you discard a border guard, but you didn't discard our border guard, you discarded our horse. So that horse doesn't get top decked. Alright, we learned something, that's good. At this point I'm just waiting for the game to finish though. I don't know what's Kaplane's plan here. Maybe they're making coffee or something and just spending the time here making Lemonspawn exhaust their mental energy on this I would call this almost trivial position. Blocking again. How many times have they blocked in a row now? What, 3, 4 times? It's quite remarkable, to be honest. By remarkable, I mean lucky. But you know what? Take it. Because you didn't get luck in the early part of the game. Alright, so you have your plus buy now, Lemon. Spawn. Isn't the spawn of a lemon just a lemon? Or is it the tree? I don't know. Anyways. What is the plus buy for? Let me see. A ranger. A mission. And a sacrifice. Dog, this is painful. It's painful for me to watch them just win the game already. No, but they have to be careful. They have to make sure they don't give their opponent any outs. Everything is under control. If they go for provinces, they could get all 8. They don't want to stall and let their opponent back in the game. I understand completely. So many things get converted into mice here. Oh, the sacrifices for more actions. I see. Will you play the ranger? No. No, this is the mission turn. You don't want to buy anything here. Alright, so Night Watchman looks at 3 horses. Top deck's 3 horses. What a great top deck to have. And they don't even have to be horses. They can be mice. Whatever you like. If you like mice, you get the mice. Alright, 5. Wait. Somebody has that curse? Who got hit with mountebank? Kaplane, okay. Eventually. 1 got through. Okay. So Kaplane manages to get our horse aside. With the ghost. Which is good for them. Probably going to take double horse. Whoa, look at cards. These are many cards. Kaplane blocks again. If they didn't block, they would just buy paddocks freely and then move along. But no, and look now, look what is happening. Lemon is collecting horses now. Doesn't even have to play them. That's how good the deck is. Just have a stockpile of horses. Paddock and silver, yep. Alright, yeah, the horse gets double played. And this horse is a mouse. And that sacrifice is a mouse? Why though? You don't want to attempt to start trashing? I don't know. Find that strange. Takes the lantern back though. Kaplane has given up on playing that mountebank, it seems. Which is fair. If you had to choose between that and the paddock here, you probably play the paddock. Ooh, symmetry. That is quite nice. That is quite nice. Apprentice. So they have to be looking for sacrifice here, right? Yeah, all these horses could still get value as mice. Wow. And then they just stick around in the deck. I guess eventually Lemonspawn runs out of actions because the horse pile is finite, but by that time curses should be out. Paddock gains 2 horses. Ranger for the plus buy and paddock. Right? Okay, yes. Oh, mountebank. It's still a mountebank. Oh, we'll get blocked again. Please wait 1 more turn for your paddocks. Thank you. And come again. Last card, paddock. Ranger. You know, at this rate the paddocks will probably empty more quickly. Oh no, sacrifice and mission. Sacrifice and mission. More actions to play more paddocks. More horses get sacrificed. Poor horses. You know, there's a Subhashitam, Aśvam naiva, gajam naiva, vyagram naiva, cha naiva cha. The horse is never sacrificed. There's always the sheep or the goat or something. I forget how that goes. Yeah, horse in Sanskrit is Aśvam. Maybe I should start calling it that for a few turns here. Sacrificing the Aśvam. Alright, we got some more horses. Look at the horse pile. 3 of them. There's somebody called Peter for Lemonspawn. Like, what is this? Turning horses into mice and then sacrificing horses. This is nonsense. This has to stop. This has to stop. I complain about Lemon. Watch this. Same animal cruelty happening on kaplane side here. Look, the ghost is haunting horses and what have you. And these paddocks don't even give horses. There's one left. No. Sacrifice the horse. Yes, Lemon. Yes. You sacrifice horse. 2 horses left. Kaplane continues to block that mountebank, forcing the paddocks to be terminals for one more turn. Like, you can't even. It doesn't even make sense to play that last paddock. There are no more horses to gain, and you know what? Lemon will run out of actions. Just buy the paddocks, really. This will empty faster than the curses. Buy paddocks and then win the game. Okay. They've given up. They have turned to the province pile now. After the horses get depleted, huh? Oh, I guess it's about time I score points. Really? You don't say. Sacrifices yet another horse. Let's check the trash. 14 of 30 horses are in the trash. Make that 15. I wonder how far they'll get. I wonder how far they will get into this sacrificing horses thing. Do we have a 16th? No, just the 15th. Okay. We might see the 16th here. No? No, we don't. Mountebank lands. Just 2 more. 2 more and your paddocks become non-terminal. Almost. Almost. Lemonspawn, almost there. So let's do our count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horses. Lemonspawn only has 6 horses left. Oh no! Tragedy. The tragedy. Alright, so Kaplane takes back those horses. Will they play... What terminal will they play here? No, don't take the horn. That's the wrong choice. No! Yeah, okay. They realize that the horn is not the lantern. Take the lantern. Sacrifice... No. The number 16. Number 16 is down, ladies and gents. Oof. Kaplane probably has more horses now than Lemonspawn. I guess I could count, because we know Lemonspawn has 6. There's 16. Oh, that is not the trash. 16 there. So there's just 8 left. Wow, look at this cycling. For what reason? I don't really know. I guess they'll take our province here. And they'll take our points lead. I mean, that is something. I even forget what his score is now, really. Oh look, paddock. Is your paddock empty? I wonder why. This game has been you know, really social commentary about life. You know, if you deplete the resources, okay. Woo, kaplane. I don't know what to say. But at that point, with more than half the horses gone, you commit. What kind of commitment is that? Don't stop until all the horses are dead. Ha! Horse traders. There are no horses to trade, mate. Alright, there's your kingdom. 11th card thanks to this young witch. Why is the young witch so high up? Why is everything cheap? Alright, we're at 2-2. This is game 5. And we see a patron from kaplane. Okay, okay. Patron opening instead of potion or ironworks or horse traders or young witch. All of those are reasonable. As is the patron, I think. I'm trying to think how you reveal the patron to get the extra coffer. Doesn't seem possible. Alright, patron. Lemonspawn. What do you get? What do you get? They also have the 4-3. I don't think they get our patron though. Mostly because I don't see what the patron is for. So I feel like Lemonspawn doesn't see what the patron is for either. The young witch looks like a problem though. You know, to block that, to handle the curses. Caravan Guard is not the best bane. It's not the worst bane. But it stays out of your deck and out of the shuffle sometimes. Which can be irritating. So how does kaplane plan to deal with this young witch? Probably get one of their own, I would imagine. And a bane here, yeah. So Lemonspawn opens the classic young witch bane. Lots of banes flying out here now. Look, here's the problem with the caravan guard. If you play it, stays out of the shuffle. More chance you get hit with a young witch. If you don't play it, maybe you miss 5 or you don't cycle for the very least. Maybe you don't care for 5 here. What do you buy on 5? Adventure? I don't know. You could think about duchies and dukes. I don't know if the players are going to do that. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe this is a young witch to retaliate. What just happened? The top deck are caravan guard. Oh, that is cute. To block the young witch. That is cute. I like that clever use of the seal there. Ooh. Seal from Lemonspawn themselves. Buys on top decks are patron. Okay, so seal makes it better to block. Gets a potion for the alchemist. But now here's the young witch that will drop a curse in Kaplane's deck. I feel like they should get one. Just to fight back a little bit. Especially with an alchemist stack, means your hand will have alchemists in it, which means there's less chance of a caravan guard in it. First alchemist for Kaplane. Going to top deck a caravan guard there, yeah, very nice. Okay, so Lemonspawn has a big draw here, lots of money. But what do they do with the money? They also get a potion. Do they do the seal trick? No. They play all 3 caravan guards. Do not top deck a caravan guard and get another curse deposited into the deck. More caravan guards for Lemonspawn. Alright, so here's 7 for an iron works now. I'm curious to see Kaplane's build here. Because it seems like they didn't choose the more obvious options coming out of the opening. Not to say that they opened badly, but it wasn't the first thing that my mind went to. So I want to see where it goes. So far they have a lead in alchemists. They also have a lead in curses though. And you see Lemonspawn is not being put under any pressure from the opposing young witch themselves, right? So they could just build unencumbered. Yeah, okay. Able to block here and a second alchemist for Lemonspawn. Alright, caravan guard, you probably have to play that there, no? Or is it going to be a seal and then top deck a caravan guard with the ironworks? No seal action. No seal action there, just gaining a secret passage with the ironworks, passing it back. So here comes the young witch again, but this time it'll get blocked. So we had 2 hits from the young witch, 2 blocks so far. Yeah, Kaplane will need to keep that up for the whole game because that young witch isn't going anywhere from Lemonspawn's deck. They have another big hand here, lots of money, but what do they do with it? Is the big question. What do they do with this much money? I don't know, a secret passage? A bridge because you have all this money? No, a caravan guard, okay. They want to probably deprive their opponent of the Banes so that the young witch lands more often. Also in the event that Kaplane does get a young witch, they have their fair share of Banes. This is clever from Lemonspawn, top deck in the alchemist from the seal and top deck in the other one from the potion. Okay, we have a hand here from Kaplane. Not able to see the potion though, but The deck is quite big, so it's not unexpected. Lots of secret passages here, so that'll help stabilize the alchemist. The alchemist train to look for that potion through the deck. I still don't think it's 100%. You need lots of secret passages to make it 100%, I feel. Even then it mightn't be 100%. Okay, alchemist for Lemonspawn. That soul ironworks for kaplane might do something. Yeah, top deck in the Bane there. Nice play from kaplane. Nice play. So the secret passage does actually help with top deck in the Bane here. Okay. So we have 3 blocks now for kaplane against 2 hits. So they've been doing well since they put a few more action cards in the deck. Wow, look at money from Lemonspawn and no plus buy. Doesn't even bother with the plus buy, takes the province. And now we have this mountain pass decision. How much do you bid? Kaplane bid 14, Lemonspawn took 15. That to take a huge lead. Okay. Ironworks. For what? Secret passage? Surely you play that. Oh, you play that seal. Right. To guarantee you get the money. Because you could draw into curse or some nonsense there. Well played. I would not have thought of that. No. So let's see how long Lemonspawn takes to get out of this debt. They had 12 last time, so if they have a turn like that again, you know, just a couple of turns and they're back to their province buying ways. 4th block for kaplane. Ooh, here comes the money. Alright, 7 is about halfway. Alchemist. Caravan guard. Secret passage, no. Huh. I thought they might secret passage at the end of playing all the alchemists. But I guess not. I wonder if they trigger the shuffle here to try and look for the potion. I feel like they have to, no? I mean, okay, they don't have to. But they have decent chances with this secret passage, caravan guard. Come on, caravan guard. Next caravan guard. Come on, see. No! Denied. That's rough because we know what the bottom card is, right? So it has to be in the top 2. Denied. Not only that, so ironworks and potion denied. That's just rude. Rude number generator. Anyways. Not quite province money. But do they want the province? Piles are thin. 1 alchemist left. 1 caravan guard. 5 secret passages. They gain our bridge now. Okay. Lemonspawn almost out of debt here. Alright. The secret passage is chilling. So 2 alchemists will go back on top of the deck, probably. Another bridge for kaplane. And the last alchemist. Instead of a province. Okay. Young Witch lands. So that is what, 5-3? against the young witch plays. So still in Kaplane's favor, but you don't want the purple cards. You already have trouble finding your potion. So, okay, completely out of debt now, but only the 6 money. Probably a secret passage. I don't know. No, it takes the ironworks now, okay. And top decks 2 alchemists. So Kaplane needs to be a bit fortunate here. Okay, there, that's fortune. To have the potion show up so early. Wow, it's difficult to talk. Alchemist number 7. Alright, so they've won that split handsomely and taken on 3 curses for that. So that's good. That's good to not good in the sense it was worth it, but good in the sense. Look, they had an idea, and they were able to get some kind of compensation for the idea, right? Okay, so opt in for just the single bridge instead of double bridge. Will they take the potion now? Province now? No more bridges. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Kaplane going crazy. Can they stick 4 bridges in play? That would be impressive. And I think a little bit lucky too. But you do have the secret passages. And you do have a turn here with 7 alchemists in play. Okay. So it takes the 2 bridges, passes it back to Lemonspawn, who is without province money here. Was that the whole plan from the beginning with the patron? To get villagers to play bridges? That's some serious long-term thinking though. Look, we're at turn 18. Ironworks for a secret passage. Patron. I mean, so Lemonspawn could think about hunting down the piles, the secret passages, and the caravan guards. They could think about that, but against the quartet of bridges, it's not entirely clear that is the way to go right now. Maybe they get a bridge, but no, they don't have the draw to support it, right? Kaplane, I mean, he put himself in a position to be able to play multiple bridges. Kudos to them. Okay, so they are pressuring the secret passage pile, so Lemonspawn is now on the clock. I would guess 3 turns. I would say 3 turns, worst case scenario there. Okay, what? Friend. I understand you need the secret passages. I guess. You've seen Lemonspawn play the Ironworks, right? So you know they can only get 1 secret passage here, maybe. And you have to wait for the reshuffle to see the double gain turn. They have no bridge, nothing else to gain except the Ironworks. Okay, so here's double bridge. Do they take double bridge? No. They don't even take double bridge. Alright, I am very curious now. They take second ironworks instead. Wow. What is this collection of villagers about? Now I want Kaplane to win now. This is exciting and novel. Young witch will cause problems because that's just the kind of person she is. Okay, draws a state. This has to be secret passage, right? This is consistent with the last buy. And now Kaplane has to treat this as their last turn because ironworks could show up at any time. So I think you just take what you could get here. However many bridges and say chairs. So they do find all the alchemists. There's not much search space left for the bridges. They get 3 of them. That's as good as it'll get, I think. So they have to convert now. And what does this look like? Double province. It doesn't look like a win though. They could empty piles, but they can't win. Double province, duchy, estate? No. Okay. Alright, so the search is on for the ironworks. More or less. They have money already for the secret passage. Another curse. Do we find the iron? Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. But also deprived us of an epic ending, an unconventional deck there. Okay. That would be 3-2 in Lemonspawn's favor. So actually the whole match is on the line here. If Lemonspawn wins, USA will take an unassailable lead. 2.5 out of 4 is unassailable. Remember right now the standings 1.5 to a half. This is the third match of the series between the two North American Titans. Alright. Potentially the last big kingdom of the tournament. Ooh, you feel the tension, you feel the tension. Woo! Alright, so we have our board and a half here. Lost Arts returns with a terminal draw card on board. Form of patrol. You have gain, you have trash in, you have buy, you have draw. So you have all the pieces that Dominion is made of. Draw and action and buy and gain and trash in. Can you build something with it? 400% Pixie. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, why do y'all just go live in a casino or something? Alright, Lemonspawn has first player. Can seal the deal for his team or their team here. Kaplane needs the win to keep their team in the running. If they tie 2-2, comes down to tiebreaker. So at this point, the second match was between Sirix and Warfrat that ended 4-2. So if Kaplane wins here, then the last game, the last match between the two teams has to end in Canada's favor, 5-1 or better for them to take a clean win. If not, then the whole match is tied up, and then they go into some sudden death game or something. I don't even know. Alright, Conspirator open. Conspirator Silver. Do we see the identical openings? We do. We do. Perhaps into a Soothsayer? Or is it into a Patrol? It is into a Patrol. Okay. Does kaplane follow? No. Hunting Party. I like the Hunting Party actually, but double 5 for Lemonspawn. Lemonspawn, please. Please. Oh no, and they're drawing the 6 too? Lemonspawn, spare the people. Okay, at least kaplane get 6 here. Oh, but this is expand for Lemonspawn. Just matching everything kaplane does and one upping them. Oh no. 5 is what? Patrol now, right? Yep. Yep. Expand over Conspirator. Right. You could be cute and get double lurker here. You could do it. I don't think that's the way right now. Yeah, getting draw to be consistent is better on our farming villages, whatever. Patrol. Kaplane searching for that expand. That is a critical card in the whole scheme of things here. Yeah, play the patrol to look for the expand is what? Oof, this is not looking good for Team Canada here. Here's the plus buy. Come on, Lemonspawn, just give Canada a chance. Just pass your next turn. Just click enter. Pass it across. Patrol on what? Conspirator? No, another farm in the village. Yeah, okay, that's fine too. Just wants to make sure. Be consistent is all. Expand, no? Expand and Luca. I didn't even notice kaplane bought the Defile Shrine. This surely has to be expand. Yeah, I think the thought was Luca or not. This is brutal, though. This draw, because they'll see everything, and they'll expand that card, play it immediately. Brutality. Expands. Estate. Soothsayer. Look, Lemonspawn is at a point where they could get the second expand now. Oof. They could get expand village and feel so happy with their position. Seriously. Goes for patrol. Yeah, okay. Stability over payload. At this stage in the game, I don't think it much matters though. A nice turn here for kaplane though. Gains a conspirator out of the trash. Yeah, that was put in there by Lemonspawn earlier. Ops for the farmers market. Do they take double province? Yeah. That has to be the way you win, right? You empty the provinces before Lemonspawn can flex on you. Instead, they take farm and village and patrol. Huh. Yeah, double province doesn't seem sustainable, but I think is the only way out. You probably don't get double on the next turn, but you could probably get single and expand. At least maybe province into province or something. I mean, the only compensation you have here now is the points lead, right? So I guess you have the Luca as well, the solid 3 Luca. So you could, for example, expand, patrol, pick it back up into province. Alright, so Lemonspawn is playing the long game. Just taking the drip off the farmer's market. Yeah, taking the points off the farmer's market now. Probably another village for them, the last patrol. It's not a conspirator. I don't know. They could do anything they want, I feel. But notice here they didn't have 16. Huh? I mean, maybe they could have gone for 16 with the expanding something else. Yeah, the defiled shrine was big too. Huh? So 16 on 2 buys. Maybe use province curse. Funnily enough, Luca picks up the farmer's market. That was put into the bin. Estate into hunting party. Green now. Is it green? Or is it second expand? But you can't wait, I feel like. What are you just waiting for Lemonspawn to bury you even further. It's tough though, because you go for province 2, your deck is worse, so it's more likely to stall out. It's almost like a matter of, okay, which way do you want to, how do you want to lose? Alright, so Lemonspawn here has to think about how they want to go about this. If they want to turn to green now, if they want to play more farmers markets. Curse into Luca, okay. Patrol pick up Lucas, so now the Lucas can gain things. Like a village. Maybe? Oh, they gain the expand this way, okay. Play the gold, play the soothsayer, pick up the gold. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, this was tough for kaplane. I think this will be the end for Canada's run here. Obviously kaplane will try as much as they can try, but I think Lemonspawn just has too much control over the whole all the proceedings here. Now they even have more points than kaplane. They have a second expand. They have more buy. Yeah, just completely overpowering their opponent here, covering all the bases. No reason to take province here for them. None whatsoever. That's how bad it is. Even if kaplane gets double province here, Lemonspawn can handle that with the double expand. Yeah, if Lemonspawn wants, they just continue going with expands as their payload or farmers markets as their payload if they want. Conspirators could make their way into the deck too, but with the lack of plus buy, maybe you won't find use for all that money. I don't know. 8, yeah, keep going kaplane, keep going, that's all you could do. Maybe the dog will come and pull out the modem from the wall, and then Lemonspawn will lose because internet connection gets cut off. Maybe that's what happens. I wonder what the ruling is on that. If you disconnect for a long enough time, do you lose? I think so, right? And these lurkers could even get a fourth expand here. Oh no. They could even expand into province, pick back up the expand something else. So many possibilities are available here. Look at how many patrols they have too. 7 patrols to 3. Wow, that is an overwhelming majority. An overwhelming majority. But notice here, 5 copper, silver, 2 gold I stay, right? Maybe Lemonspawn draws a hand of 5 copper at the inopportune time. At an inopportune time. And then Kaplane could take advantage of that. Wow. Real grasping at straws here. This is what happens when you support the West Indies cricket team. You learn to grasp at any kind of straw you could find. Alright, seems like spectators have figured out a way to get 5 provinces this turn, but not 6. If I was Lemonspawn, I would just build until I could get all 6 in one turn and then proceed from there. Although 5 is probably winning. There's too many points for Kaplane to do anything about. Alright, do we see it? Yeah, okay, they've started. Regain the lost action card. Expand Soothsayer. Regain Soothsayer. Wow. What a play, folks. What a play. Now that same Soothsayer could get expanded one more time into another province. Doesn't have to, of course, but it could happen. Farmers market. Surely an expand here, right? Surely expand something into province. Yeah, Soothsayer into province. Exactly 60. Ooh. Ooh, brutality. Brutality. Where is it? In hand. Alright. Cheers. Congratulations to USA for going to the semis, and commiserations to Team Canada. This is where the run ends, because Canada B also was eliminated in the group stage. Alright, so thank you all for watching. This brings us to the end of the World Cup coverage for Team Canada here. I probably won't cover more beyond this, so we just have the league to look forward to now. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.